Yo, what up, everybody? Salute, salute, salute. We waiting to get some people in the room. This is live. Uh, we want to talk about this whole the after the aftermath of this Ahdi Boom versus Big K battle. We're also going to talk about we're going to talk about the whole YouTube situation and TRBRC. We'll do all that. I also want to mention salute to Redman. If you guys follow me on Twitter at JLegend100, salute to Redman. On his Instagram, he's shouting out Young Smurf. Salute to Young Smurf, also known as Elijah Lamar. Yes, if you don't know who he is, he's a battle rapper. Mostly, he's from Ohio. He's known over there as more than just a battle rapper. He's an artist. He's manages artists, all that kind of stuff. But he got an album coming out March 30th. You guys have seen him on his channel. I've interviewed him, I think 2 times, and then I've recapped his battles. His battle on the trap. He had a 1SK against Lady J on RBE. He's been on the GZ battles, King of the Dot. Anyway, he has music out. You guys can find. Just type in Elijah Lamar. But anyway, the album coming out March 30th, I believe it is, and Redman put it on his Instagram. I took the video and put it on my Twitter. That's a great look. First off, battle rap. What was that? Towards I want to say the last quarter of last year, 2019, into now, battle rap is getting a lot of looks. It's getting a lot of great looks. You have a lot of known artists and people who will be considered in the music industry as legends. Have not only done songs with battle rappers, but have also posted some of their clips of their battles and stuff like that. You have big platforms like Drink Champs. Have acknowledged battle rap a few times. Joe Budden, he does. They've definitely been acknowledging what Math has been doing. Lil Flip was just on Drink Champs. I haven't watched it yet, but he was just showing love to battle rap community and was mentioning some of the names too. So it's not bullshit. He's been paying attention. So anyway, the only reason why I point that out is to say, hey, battle rap. We have people outside of battle rap culture who is starting to support our guys beyond what they're doing on the actual stage. Acknowledging their podcasts, acknowledging their music, acknowledging the music videos. So I just, as always, I ask you guys to do the same. Especially where we at in today's the way everybody consumes any sort of content. Everything's online, and most of it is free to a certain degree. So if it's free for you to just click on Elijah Lamar video, do it. It's free. It ain't gonna hurt you to just check and see what it's about. We got a few videos up. He got music out. Again, if you can do all of this stuff without it killing your pockets or without you feeling like you got to go the extra mile, I don't see why you wouldn't do it. Especially when we got guys in the music industry, so on and so forth, who are acknowledging our guys for what they doing. Salute. Salute everybody up in here. And salute, I didn't see who that was who just commented, but salute. This is on my phone, so the message only stays for a few seconds. All right, so let's get into, before we get into the whole Ahdi Boom thing, which is pretty much getting ran down to the floor. I just want to offer a little bit different perspective and stuff like that. Let's talk about this whole thing that's happening with me, YouTube, and the TRBRC. Now, a lot of that stuff that happened in the last few months between myself, DME, the TRBRC, a lot of it for me was in good fun. I had fun with it. I put out some videos. So one of the videos I put out was just talking about joking around and how you become part of the TRBRC. And what happened was I woke up this morning to a email or just some shit from so it says here it was the video I put out was the Cassidy and TRBRC. I understand now. That was the video I put out, and that's when I was explaining. I was joking around saying this is how they joined the TRBRC. So anyway, long story short, they gave me a strike for it. Of course, I contested it, so on and so forth. And the email I just received saying, because it's my first time, they're gonna back it down into a warning and not into an actual strike. Um, I don't understand this. I want to say every few days, at least once a week, but every few days, I'm gonna say maybe 2 or 3 times a week, I'll get a comment from one of them dudes who's in the TRBRC. I rarely ever comment back. Most of the time, I laugh it off. I don't delete their comments. I don't really go back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really. You know what I'm saying? I see it, but a lot of times I laugh at it. That's just being real. I laugh at it. It's funny. It's entertaining to me because I don't care about what they have to say. I don't. Um, I know that they dislike a lot of my videos that have nothing to do with them. I've had some of them get in the comment section to this very video and say how they were going to be doing it and so on and so forth. Long story short, now that not only did they flag this video, but now I have to worry about what other videos they're gonna be flagging, and I think that's corny. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to talk trash to me, which a lot of you have. You see what my reaction. Sometimes I even favorite or like the comment, cause to me it's funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that mad. Like, has one of them in the past said some shit that's pissed me off? Yeah, because especially when that whole thing with DME. Some of them were just saying, doing way too much. Some of the stuff they were saying, some of the threats. And I just don't tolerate that type of shit whatsoever, because if you threaten me, you got to be who you say you are when I see you. And there was no need for it. There's no need for that. You know what I'm saying? There's no need for me to be on that. There's no need for you to be on that. But after that, like I said, the comments, like they've said all kind of crazy shit to me. And I laugh it off. It is what it is, because I know that the video really bothered them. If you don't know what happened in this video, what I was saying is, joking around, of course, I'm like, hey, I better understand why the TRBRC is act the way they do, and that's because they got to go through a initiation kind of thing, where they told they're gonna meet Cassidy. They get blindfolded and thrown in a truck, driven through mud and through woods to a private location, and when they get out, they take them out and put a paddle to their ass. Like you've seen colleges do, and like the hazing kind of shit. It was all a joke. It's clearly a joke. You see it. You see the video I put where even Cassidy is there rapping, and the shit is just funny. I've had TRBRC members even came out and say, hey, give me the middle finger, but then still be like, yo, but that was funny. Like, come on, man. To start flagging, though, and then waited like, yo, that video, I put that video out months ago. That was when he battled Goods. How long ago was that when he battled Goods? Like, that's what you flagging this video from? Anyway, man, I thought them dudes barely ever exist anymore. I know there's still a few of them out here and there, and like I said, here and there I get comments from them, but come on, man. Like, the flagging, come on, man. You don't like it, dislike it, whatever. Yeah, dislike my other videos and don't even watch it. I will upload a video that's 20 minutes long, and 2 minutes after I uploaded the video, I got dislikes. That's impossible. I understand that's them doing it, but I don't, like I said, that don't get me mad at all, man. It's funny to me. This though, come on, man. Like, y'all gonna go that far to try to get my page taken down over this? Like, this is kind of dumb. I don't even talk about y'all no more. That was the 2 videos. Like, come on, man. It was all fun. Chill out. All right, so let's talk about this Ahdi Boom situation. This is a very weird situation, especially for me, because from the battle standpoint, I think Ahdi Boom won that battle. I think let's take out the real part of it for a section, for us, the real part of that for 1 second. If we're going off of just what happened in the battle, to me, the only round that could be debated is the first round. Of course, and overall, when you look at what's real, what actually took place, Big K won that first round. But if we're talking about just rapping, just the bars, whatever, that's a debatable first round, and I think Ahdi Boom took the other 2 rounds. when we start factoring in what's really happening here, I think it's unfortunate. I think that the reason why it bothers me is because I've been snitched on before. Daniel Roman, 1996 or 1997, I got batted on. Me and my father. And I won't get into that whole situation, but I'll just say this. I was 16 years old in a court case that involved 4 other grown men. And it was one particular dude who ended up snitching us all out. And then what most of us did was take the plea deal before trial because we knew that they had somebody who was ratting on us. And the truth of the matter is, most of the shit that he was saying was a lie. Didn't even, like I said, most of what he said was a lie. Never even took place. You know what I'm saying? We found out later on, dude was on life parole. There's no excuse for why he ratted on us, but he ratted on us. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we didn't know about all this shit. But again, I won't right now get into any of that. But I know what it's like to get ratted on. 2002, I was, again, I'm not going to get into it. I was in a situation, and what happened? Police was looking for me, and a particular dude whose name was yet to be identified to me because I didn't go to trial, ratted on me and told the police where I was. To my understanding, from paperwork that my lawyer was able to read and stuff like that, this dude was apprehended for smoking weed. He was smoking weed on the block. Got picked up. Fucking was gonna violate his probation, and turns around and tells the police that he saw me and where to find me. And boom, when the police came, they came heavy. They came to come execute the warrants. Because there was faulty warrants and other, again, I'm not going to get into all that shit. But bottom line, I ended up beating the case, but it don't change that somebody ratted on me. So when I sit here and see this whole thing with Ahdi Boom, it's like, yo, fam, I can't sit here and find a way to feel remorse or anything. But the only reason why I do feel a little funny style about it is because what Ahdi Boom don't understand is while he's trying to explain, he's saying the paper, and salute to No Mercy also. Go check out No Mercy's blog. And please understand, I know what I'm saying to you, I don't have any personal issue with Ahdi Boom. I don't know Ahdi Boom. I'm pretty cool with Floss the Boss, who is, real close with Ahdi Boom. I don't have no issues with him. So let's just put that out there. This is not coming from a personal standpoint. But I don't think Ahdi Boom realized that you're saying that the paperwork is fake, and then the stuff that you're saying is actually corroborating what's in that paperwork. I suggest go see No Mercy's blog, because No Mercy explains some of the other stuff. What people also don't understand is what they're looking at is the paperwork that you're looking at is for a motion to appeal. It's not from an actual appeal, it's for a motion to appeal. So that's the problem. The problem here is that what Ahdi Boom is doing in his videos that he dropped and all that, you're kind of saying what's in that appeal is true. And what happens in that appeal is you're not actually seeing in that paperwork what was said during the trial, if there was a trial. You understand? So this is what I would say, and I commented this in No Mercy's blog. This is what I would say to Ahdi Boom if I was talking to him and I was giving him advice. Stop talking. Stop saying the stuff that you said, that recording your lawyer on the low was a horrible look. It was a horrible look. So number one thing I would say is stop talking, because everything that you're saying is making this situation look worse. Second thing I would tell him, and again I would ask him this question, and I hope that me saying this to you guys maybe can help you in your situation or help you with a family member. Depending where your court case is, depending on the state, so on and so forth, what happens is when you get indicted, right? Indictment only really means that they have reason to continue to pursue this case against you, right? So when you get it indicted, you have a chance. You can, if you want, you can go to the grand jury. You can do all these things. But when that starts happening, is They may or may not keep an audio file of your proceedings. Meaning every time you come see the judge and someone makes you an offer, or all of this is pre-trial stuff. I don't know that all courts keep a record of that. And the reason why it's important is because when you go to trial, everything is kept, you get minutes for that. You can request the court to give you copies of these minutes. Now, it's going to cost you money. It might cost you anywhere from, I don't know, 50 cents to $1 per page. And in some cases, like it happened to me for my family court case, right? I was trying to get visitation to see my kids. When I bought the minutes, it was $200 just for the minutes. Had nothing to do. It was like 3 pages and everything kept saying inaudible. I was furious because all I did was pay $200 for 3 papers that says it was inaudible. Because everything the judge and them was saying, their mics was far and low. And whoever it is typing all that shit or recording all of it, it was a horrible job. So I paid $200 for 3 pieces of paper that said absolutely nothing. If you Ahdi Boom, I would go down to the county clerk's office. Also contact my lawyer, but I'm going to the county clerk's office and requesting the minutes for that case. That in total will tell you everything that was being said. It even will tell you when you walk into the courtroom and they call your name, what the court officer is saying to you. All of that shit is in there. Again, I know for a fact you can get to that if you went to trial. If you didn't go to trial, I'm not sure that you can get to that. But it's worth checking out. Because if you're Ahdi Boom, what you have to do is listen. Because this isn't just about battle rap. This is about also your safety. This is also about your family safety. That's why I honestly, after I saw the battle, I didn't really want to talk on this. But after I saw No Mercy's blog, I felt the need to talk on it because I feel like, again, I have no personal problem with Ahdi Boom. I don't know Ahdi Boom. I don't like rats. I don't like snitches. But there are people who make little mistakes and go out there and make themselves look worse. And when all right, if you really didn't do it, if you really didn't, and you want to really break down everything that you said in that court, go get the minutes. Go get the minutes. Listen, my godfather has minutes from court cases he had 20 years ago. The other one that he got, it might have been 25 years ago. Every few years we go through it and read it because that shit is like a movie script, what happened with him. But he's one of the first people who put me on to that shit. And so it's simple as somebody putting somebody on. Again, I'm telling you about this. You might not know about it. You might be able to help a family member in any of their cases. Hey, get these minutes. Hey, like right now, if you going to trial, you know anybody who's going to trial, get the minutes after every, you understand? You can get them total, but I would say after every court date, I would get the minutes, sit down and analyze that. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to get them. Like, if I request them today, it doesn't mean I'm going to get them today. You understand? If I'm in the court system. Of course, if they have to send it to you, it takes longer than that. It might take 2 weeks. And again, you have to pay for your, not only are you paying for that paperwork, but you're also paying for it to be shipped to you. If you're in the court system, if you know somebody behind the actual jail walls, when they do that, sometimes they tend to get it a little bit faster, and there's a chance they might be able to get that for free as well. If they lose their trial, whatever, they're gonna be assessed a court fee. They might throw the court fee in that as well. I'm not 100% sure, but again, all this paperwork is accessible. Some of it is available for you online. You, the people, you have access to a lot of this information yourself. It's public record. You might not be able to find it all online, or you might not find the original stuff online. But what you can do is you get the docket numbers, so on and so forth. You go down to the county clerk's office. Most of the time is in your local Supreme Court, right? Or you Google it, it should be able to come up. And you go down to the clerk's office, you give them the docket number, whatever, and you pay for the paperwork. And you can get the copies. You can do that. That's how I know for a fact about other people who we came across later on in life and found out about them ratting. Or cleared up a misconception when someone said, oh, this person rat, this person rat. Because here's another thing that I want y'all to understand. It has nothing to do with this case. I'm just trying to give y'all some game. Just because somebody gets subpoenaed to a trial or to a court, let's just say, that doesn't mean they're rat. But just because you get subpoenaed doesn't mean it's okay for you to speak on what it is you know, because then you are rat. You understand? If you got any involvement in the street life, and I do say street life, yes, to some people, if you're not involved in a particular situation and you tell, they don't look at you as a rat, and I don't think that's cool. If you're in the street life, if you run around scamming and you snitch on some dudes who's selling drugs, you's a rat. You in the street life. You're not a civilian. So at the end of the day, even you, like I said, some of us get public defenders. I've had both public defenders and paid lawyers. I've had different results with both. But some of them public defenders don't give you some of this game. Don't tell you, yo, this, yo, that, yo, you can get this paperwork, yo, you can get copies of this. A lot of them don't. They don't do it. So I'm telling you, go ahead. Even if you got one of your family members who's in jail right now and they're discussing putting together an appeal, and they think something went wrong. Because here's the thing: when you request for an appeal, you have to show that there's either new evidence, there was some sort of prejudice there. You have to show that people were lying on you. Like, there's a lot that you have to prove to get an appeal. Just because you write an appeal doesn't mean you get an appeal. You know what I'm saying? So again, all this paperwork, all this stuff, man, if you are interested in other people's cases or in your own case or your family member's case, especially a family member, I always suggest people get the minutes. You can look through that, maybe find something that can help you get an appeal, so on and so forth. But I honestly, if I'm Ahdi Boom, I'll go get the minutes and then run through it, not only with my lawyer, but I'm running through it. If I'm trying to clear my name, then maybe I might just turn this camera on and run through it, because I got to clear my name. I don't know. It all depends how far he's willing to go for it and how much does he care. But at this point, I think the argument could be made that Big K might have one of the most impactful rounds ever in battle rap. Right now, I would say he probably has the greatest first round ever in battle rap. You guys know I'm not too fond of Big K, but sheesh, this is crazy. But again, it's impacting that man's life, and if I was him, I would go and do anything I possibly can to straighten all this out. This is me. All right. Hopefully, you guys learned something from what I'm saying. Maybe it'll help you or your family members. Again, I have no personal issue with Ahdi Boom, but the way this is looking, you know, I have issues with snitches and rats, and this is not looking good for him, man. And you know, the other thing too is, like I said, he could have said one little thing on mistake. Doesn't mean he testified against anybody. He might have incriminated somebody, and yes, you would still be considered a rat. But you know, I did see some people talking about, oh, he must have testified. That's not true. You don't have to testify against somebody in order for you to rat. You just say while they're interrogating you or something like that, or during the course of the either trial or anything, you might just say something that's incriminating. It doesn't necessarily mean you're sitting there on the stand pointing somebody out, talking about, yeah, you did this. No. And I also want to make y'all aware of another rap by the name of Xavier Klassen. Xavier Klassen, and I post this picture on social media every time I get pissed off about it. Xavier Klassen was somebody who grew up like a little brother to us. Anyway, he helped out in that 6ix9ine situation. He helped out in a different case, which later on brought down 60 members. And one of those members is including my younger brother, who they just gave 15 years. And a bunch of my other little homeboys, man. And some of them got anywhere from 10 to 15 years themselves. 5 to 15 years. You know, so that's a rat. That's a straight rat. He got on the stand and was pointing people out. He even pointed out my other brother who was sitting in the... My other brother was there to support my younger brother. And he even got up on the stand, stood up in the courtroom, and pointed out my other younger brother, who had nothing to do with the case. But we also live in a society now where a lot of that is being acceptable. And if someone's popular amongst them, or someone knows something about some shit they've done, they'll keep it on the hush. Still allow people to be around, and so on and so forth. There's no honor and integrity in the streets anymore. There's always been rats and snitches, no matter what state, no matter where. You know, another reason why either stop doing what you're doing or shut up. Just shut up. And if you're doing anything out there, you're getting money, you should be putting, or you should have lawyers on retainer. You should have bail money to the side. Again, you shouldn't be doing it, but shut up. The moment they grab you, shut. Nothing you can say can get you out that situation until you talk to your lawyer. So shut the fuck up. Just shut up. That's it. Salute everybody. Get in the comment section. Let me know what you think. And again, I hope any of the information I shared with you is helpful to you or one of your family members. All right? Have a good day. Salute.